Good evening, adjudicators, fellow participants, and distinguished guests. Recently, the prevalence of bullying in our society has been unveiled by the media. And in response, I would like to talk to you all tonight about a lesser known but equally pernicious type of bullying. Tall poppy syndrome is an inherently Australian cultural phenomenon where our high achievers are being cut down by their peers, regardless of their age or occupation. Society ruthlessly slanders and devalues the achievements of entrepreneurs, award winners, and athletes. But where has this culture come from? And why is it so encapsulated in our community? The answer lies with egalitarianism, that is, the equality of all people, and it's one of our greatest defining characteristics. But unfortunately, it's the toxic corruption of this principle that fuels tall poppy syndrome. When a person strives for greatness, they're elevating themselves above their peers, but are no longer seen as equal. They don't conform to the boxes of simply worker or student, but instead of celebrating this personal betterment, they're greeted with envy and resentment. This culture is even bolstered in our media. Take legendary Olympian Ian Thorpe, who has brought Australia into national acclaim. He was hounded by the tabloids over his body, his sexuality, his retirement. And ultimately, that drove him out of this country. An Australian icon, pushed out of Australia by Australians. That is the effect of this attitude. A 2018 study entitled "The Tallest Poppy" revealed that 87% of the population felt their achievements were being undermined by their peers, and a further 65% faced mental health implications because of it. Insomnia, loss of confidence, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder were just the common responses to their ordeal. People are forced to choose between their mental health and personal success. As the so-called land of opportunity, is this not unacceptable? This topic holds a lot of weight with me personally, as I have felt the ramifications. This is my second year through grade 12 because of the sheer torment that my peers had inflicted on me last year. I was the dux of my grade and a newly appointed school captain. I was quite fulfilled by all of my achievements, but my peers were simply not so happy. Friends turned against me, rumors spread, and soon even parents were ridiculing me at school events to my face. I was a pariah, shunned by social groups, and the toll it took on my mental health was debilitating. A once self-assured young girl was now lying in bed, unable to move, praying for it all to be over. What was the point in trying if my achievements were weaponized against me? The things I had loved about myself were now worthless. I was worthless. This tall poppy syndrome is spreading like a weed through Australian society. It chokes the creativity and innovation of our community by chopping down its most successful contributors. But what does that say about our future as a country? Progress and pioneering would abate. We would devolve into a stagnant civilization. Think of our greatest inventions, the cochlear implant, electronic pacemakers, even the original Google Maps came from remarkable Australians, but would not have been possible when faced with this culture. So how many groundbreaking innovators are we destroying? How long until we decimate Australia's future.